Call to order the Douglasville City Council regular meeting for tonight, which is Monday, June the 1st, 2026. We'll have our invocation by Reverend Beck Canford, I think, of Douglasville United Methodist Church. Is that, say it for me, please.
Beck Cranford.
Beck Cranford, thank you so much for coming. And after we have our invocation, we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance, which will be led by the Mayor Pro Tem, City Councilmember Terry Miller. Please stand for the invocation.
First of all, I'm thankful for everyone who is here tonight and grateful for all of our various faiths and spiritualities that are represented. And I'm just thankful that we're here in a spirit of unity to work together for the good of the community. So I'm going to pray now. Creator God, I thank you so very much for the platform in which you've given these public servants. I ask that your favor be upon them and that you continually remind them to care for the elderly, the poor, the widow, the orphan, and the sojourner among us. That you, O God of justice, will shine a light in their heart and that you will give them scruples and wisdom to be financially good stewards over the resources that have been given to them, as well as to care and to govern for our community. So I ask that you bless them and all that are gathered here, and I pray this in the name of the holy and the divine. Amen. To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mayor Pro Tem, for leading us in the pledge, and thank you so much, Pastor. We appreciate the invocation and what you've done to the least of these, you've done to me, so we appreciate that, for us to be responsible. My name is Rochelle Robinson. I'm mayor of the city of Douglasville. I'd like to welcome you to the Douglasville City Council regular voting meeting tonight. This is a City Council regular meeting of agenda items where official action will be taken tonight on the items that were discussed during our legislative work session last Thursday. If the business you are here for is not listed as an agenda item, there will be ample time under the agenda item comments from citizens and delegates section for you to discuss your business. I'll go over a few protocol items and then we'll get into the meat of the meeting. I ask that you please keep your comments and presentations on a professional level, dealing with the facts that are important for this governing body to make our decisions. We will not accept comments that are considered by the chair to be of a personal attack on any individual or group of individuals. You will receive a warning from this chair if you deviate from this requirement. A second deviation will result in a request for you to leave the chambers and the premises this evening. Only one person speaking at a time. When you're at the podium, please do not carry on a conversation or react to the speakers. Speak from the audience, cheer, clap, or carry on a conversation. When you're at the podium, please address all of your comments and concerns to myself or the chairperson, council member who is presenting that particular item. We're only required to accept public comments during the required public hearings. We are not required to accept public comments on other items before this council outside of public hearings. If you have a cell phone or electronic device, we ask that you'll please put those in silent mode so they won't be disruptive to the meeting, either silent or power those off. Now, this is how the agenda items will be handled in the meeting tonight. The committee chairperson will read their agenda item, then that person representing that agenda item or applicant will make his or her presentation. Myself and council members will possibly ask clarifying questions to help us make a determination before we vote tonight on those items that were discussed last week as the applicant comes forward. Because these items were discussed on Thursday night's meeting at our legislative work session, we will not take questions or comments regarding each item during this meeting. Tonight is a voting meeting, and we're either move to approve, deny, or take no action. Prior to approaching the podium, please fill out a speaker. There are speaker forms outside. You can fill that form out, and you bring it forward and hand it to our city clerk, Ms. Vicki Acker, to my right, and she will put your information into the official record. So when you come to the podium, state your name and address for the record, then you have 5 minutes to talk to us. This is not a question and answer format or debate. We're here to receive the information, deliberate, make our decisions. If we have if staff can respond, they'll respond at this time. If not, we'll get back to you at a later date. And if you have any printed material, please give that to our city clerk. I know that's a whole lot of information, but hopefully we're all on the same page and we won't have any misunderstandings as far as the meeting goes. There are some paper agendas outside. If you like to have one of those, they're on a desk. If not, you can follow us on the screen. So now we'll move on with the agenda as it is printed. We do have, those were the announcements. We do have presentations tonight. Myself, we have to present a proclamation to Ms. Angie Cochran, our court administrator, and municipal court clerks, declaring June 8th through the 12th, 2026, as the 4th Annual Municipal Court Clerks Week in the city of Douglasville. This is item 26-162. We have our distinguished guest here tonight, Ms. Cochran, and our staff. So if you'd like to make any comments, and then I'll read the proclamation, and we'll come around and take some photos. It's good to see you again. Good to see you both. You're going to have some dancing lessons for me. Okay, come on.
She got these new beautiful ties,
I know,
too.
she's ready
she
now.
is so fancy.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Miss Angie.
Yeah, thank y'all so much for doing this. We really appreciate it. Oh, I guess I need to tell who I am. I'm Angie Cochran, Court Administrator, 2883 Fairburn Road. We appreciate all that y'all have done for us, and it's such an honor to be recognized by our city. And I'll just keep it short and sweet. That's all I really got to say.
Yes,
the judge
ma'am.
did tell me to tell y'all he loves his job. He
I
couldn't be here
know, the
tonight. So I had to throw that in for you.
Yes, ma'am. Municipal judge and our associate judge, Judge Davis, just had a birthday. Please extend her our wishes for a happy birthday. So I'll read the proclamation, and then we'll come around and take some photos. Whereas municipal court clerks play a significant role in ensuring the municipal courts preserve public safety and promote quality of life in the city of Douglasville and local municipalities. Whereas the procedure for the city of Douglasville municipal court operations are set forth by the Uniform Rules of Municipal Court and other laws of the state of Georgia. Whereas more people come in contact with municipal court clerks. Ooh, that's like Peter Piper. Municipal court clerks than all other city services combined, and the public impression of the city of Douglasville's judicial system is largely dependent upon the public's experience in municipal court. Whereas municipal court clerks have pledged to be ever mindful of their neutrality and impartiality, rendering equal service to all. Whereas the city of Douglasville's municipal court is committed to the notion that our legal system is based on the principle that an independent, fair, and competent judiciary will interpret and apply the laws and govern us, and the municipal court clerks act in a manner that promote public confidence in the integrity and impartiality of the judiciary. Whereas the Georgia Municipal Court system celebrates 20 years of excellence, recognizing 2 decades of dedication, service, and commitment to upholding justice and strengthening communities across the state. Whereas it is most appropriate that we recognize the accomplishments and the significant role the municipal court clerks play in preserving public confidence in the integrity and impartiality of these courts. Now, therefore, I, Rochelle Robinson, Mayor of the City of Douglasville, do hereby recognize the week of June 8th through the 12th, 2026, as Municipal Court Clerks Week, and extend sincere appreciation to our dedicated municipal court clerks, Ms. Angie Cochran, Court Administrator, Kristen Leatherwood, Assistant Court Administrator, Deborah Foreman, Court Services Specialist, Mary Beth Wigley, and Chelsea McClaley, Senior Court Clerks, Brandy Smith, Tanya Dooley, Holly Strangdon, and Rhonda Laundrie, Court Clerks. We commend all municipal court clerks for their vital services they provide, for this exemplary dedication to the commitment that they so faithfully serve, so proclaimed this first day of June 2026. It has been signed by our city clerk and myself and notarized, and we just want to give you a hand and thank you for everything that you do. Ms. Angie, can you tell about the amnesty program and some things that you all have been doing?
Well, we did the
Just for the
amnesty
public.
program. It turned out really good. So how many people? Like over 1,000 people, come in and got their license reinstated. And that's what we do it for. We get these people legal on the road so they can get to their jobs and support their families. We're getting a new courtware system this year, so we're kind of nervous about that, but I'm sure it's going to be latest and greatest new addition to our
It's
office.
technology.
Yes, more technology, more hands-free, less paper.
Yes,
So we're
ma'am.
real excited about that.
Oh, that's good. Now, you had the amnesty program, you had to come in and turn in something, and then there was some program where if you had a warrant or something, you can come and without
That was the
having.
amnesty program.
Okay.
Anybody that had an outstanding warrant or an outstanding license suspension.
Mm-hmm.
What happens is when people don't come to court, we suspend their driver's license. So that affects a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the amnesty program's for. We waive all charges, all monetary charges,
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
not their charges, but, and they come in and we get them back on the road to getting their license
Well,
straightened out.
good, good.
Hopefully
And
getting their life
thank you for
straightened out.
doing that. It's been the past couple of years, right?
Yes, it was what, 2000?
Well, we
Not
did it
this
in
year,
April. We
not
did it-
this year, but last year.
Okay, so we had to bring it back.
Yeah, we're gonna bring it back. We're
Yes.
gonna try to do it about every 2 years, we're hoping. It's a lot of work to get it done, but we're look forward to doing it.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate everything that you all do, and thank you, and you will, to be honored this week. And municipal courts is a big thing in the community. Like this note says, more people come to the courts than they may come to public services or to City Hall. So we appreciate what you all do for us. God bless you. We'll come around and take some photos.
You're good. Coach, can you come on this side? Okay. All right, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, and one more, 1, 2, 3.
Thank you all for that. Now we do have another presentation on our agenda. It's item number 4. It is a presentation of our 2026 Spring Dose of Douglasville Citizens Academy. Our Deputy City Manager, Ms. Chelsea Jackson, will come forward. She is the captain of the ship for this Dose of Douglasville. We appreciate her so much. You've been so faithful. How many years, Ms. Chelsea?
9 years.
9 years. So you've had almost 18 classes.
I've had probably almost close to about 21 because we started
real?
doing 2 a year in 2021.
Wow. Miss Chelsea, let's give Miss Chelsea a hand. That's a blessing. She's staying late on those Tuesday nights and working with the citizens, so thank you so much. And we'll turn it over to you, Deputy City Manager.
Yes, thank you. So Chelsea Jackson, 6758 Spring Street, Deputy City Manager. Thank you again, Madam Mayor, for that warm welcome. Mayor and City Council, it is my pleasure tonight to present to you the Spring 2026 graduating class Citizens Academy entitled A Dose of Douglasville. As Madam Mayor stated, in 2017 we started this. We did once a year, and then we started doing it twice a year, and next year will be its 10-year anniversary of the Citizens Academy. So it's truly been a pleasure since 2017 to, as Mayor said, be the captain of the ship and to lead some very proactive citizens and residents throughout this program. So as you know, the Dose of Douglasville is a 10-week program to familiarize residents of City of Douglasville city structure, to familiarize them with staff. They even meet our Madam Mayor as well as our City Manager, Ms. Marsha Frazier, and then just to help them become more knowledgeable and neighborhood leaders throughout this 10-week program. This year we had 15 participants in the spring session, and these 15 individuals will join the alumni of the Academy, totaling over 200 individuals who have graduated from the Academy. Throughout their time, these participants have met with city staff and participated in several activities over the last few months. As you know, they experience activities such as creating their own budget. They get to learn what a knuckle boom truck or a K-boom truck is with public services, and they also get to find out the importance of tourism and how that equates to a lower tax bill, and how having visitors within the city also helps the city and help the residents. The 15 participants started off a little quiet and a little shy, but I will say that I was reminded of their liveliness during their budget assignment. I don't think I have laughed so hard, or I think I had tears in my eyes, because they really got into character of playing as city staff, as well as being a mock city council and presenting a budget to themselves. I don't think their budget passed. They were very hard on themselves. The budget did not pass, but it was truly an experience to see them really get down into looking at our budget, to see our revenues and expenditures, and to really see their personalities come out during that budget assignment. It was one of my favorite sessions with them. As I stated, it has been a pleasure to get to know this group over the last 10 weeks, and one of the things I always like to say, if I can just change one person's mind about local government, about city services, then I think Citizens Academy has done its job. And I remember early on in the academy, one individual, it was for our Parks and Rec session, and one individual came to me and said, I was ready to come in here and badmouth Parks and Rec. I had my list out about Parks and Recreation, and then when that individual walked out, she said, wow, I have nothing but good things to say about Parks and Recreation, that department. So to me, that is just a testimony of how great Citizens Academy is to help make sure that you familiarize citizens with the services that we offer, because a lot of times they just may not know, or we just, we sit together, and I say it's a two-way street. They educate us on what they need, and we also educate them on city services. So that was one of the things that I really enjoyed about it, not only with the finance presentation and them denying their budget, but just to hear a lot of them, you know, get that aha moment and see a light bulb go off throughout their 10 weeks in this session. So it's truly been a pleasure. Next, I would like to introduce you to Ms. Conchata Kendrick, one of the graduates who will share their experience. As Ms. Kendrick comes down, I would just like to say she works in the downtown area. She's also newly appointed to our Keep Douglasville Beautiful board. So it was very good just to have a member of our Citizens Academy who has already been a proactive resident throughout Douglasville, and also have a business in the downtown area join and want to learn more. So I'll turn it over to Ms. Kendrick for a few remarks.
Hello, my name is Conchata Kendrick, as Chelsea said. My address is 6488 Spring Street, Suite 201, Douglasville 30134. Thank you all for having me. Good evening. First, I wanted to thank the mayor, Madam Mayor, the city council, city manager, deputy city manager, city staff, and everyone that's been involved in organizing the Citizens Academy. It has been a very valuable experience, and I would be remiss if I didn't take just a moment to specifically thank Chelsea for her leadership through these last 10 weeks. She has been the heart of the program for our class, always prepared, always just on top of everything. She definitely was the first person to show up and the last person to leave. And so that did not go unnoticed. It helped all of us to have a very meaningful experience. So I wanted to definitely acknowledge that. When I signed up for this program, I expected to learn more about how the city operates. What I didn't expect was the level of dedication, collaboration, and planning that goes into serving the residents of Douglasville every single day. Over the past 10 weeks, we've had the opportunity to learn about community relations, tourism, parks and recreation, economic development, community development, finance, public services, and public safety. Each session provided a behind-the-scenes look at the people, processes, and resources that help our city function and grow. What impressed me most wasn't just learning what each department does, but it was seeing firsthand how passionate the city employees are about serving Douglasville. Whether we were discussing economic development, public safety, parks and recreation, or finance, every presenter showed a genuine pride in their work and commitment to our community. One of the biggest takeaways for me was seeing how interconnected also each department was, whether it was working to attract new businesses, maintaining public spaces, managing city resources, supporting public safety, or planning for future growth. Each department plays an important role in enhancing the quality of life for our residents. As someone who values community engagement and service, I'm going to leave this program with a greater appreciation for the work that's being done throughout our city and a deeper understanding of how residents can become informed and involved partners in Douglasville's future. Lastly, I'd just like to thank you all for investing in this program and for giving us the opportunity to learn, connect, and become stronger advocates for our community. I'd like to congratulate my fellow graduates and thank you all again to the city leaders and staff who shared their time, knowledge, and passion with us throughout the program. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kendrick, and I definitely very surprised. I'm always surprised because it's 2 hours a week, but it's a 10-week program. So for me, it's kind of like a fast track. So when I sit back and I listen to all the knowledge that they've been able to learn over 10 weeks, I'm always impressed about everything that they've learned. So thank you again, Ms. Kendrick. With that being said, Mayor and City Council, I would like to introduce you to the Spring 2026 Dose of Douglasville Citizens Academy class. These following individuals have completed the requirements for graduation, and as I call your name, please come to the front and receive your certificate from City Manager Marsha Frazier to my left. Mr. Frederick D. Hogan III, Ms. Jessica Jackson, Ms. Conchata Kendrick, Ms. Eleanor Jones, Mr. Eddie J. Jones, which is a married couple that we've had this time around, Ms. Portia Cook, Ms. Darlene Hayes, Mr. Norbert Scott, Ms. Sierra Miles, Ms. Taisha A. Glatton, Ms. Theris Brown McElhenney, Mr. Patrick McElhenney Jr., mother and son there, Ms. Magdalene Shelton, which is another mother-daughter duo, Ms. Gabriela Perez, and Ms. Masheri Rhodes. And Mayor and Council, again, I'd like to say thank you for entrusting me to host Dose of Douglasville Citizens Academy over the last 9 years. Like I said, seeing the residents connect and be there every week for 2 hours and connect with our city staff and our operations have truly been a pleasure. As I stated, they completed all the requirements set upon them, all activities and sessions provided, and it's been a pleasure to work with them. I wish them continued success as they go and navigate through their communities and neighborhoods and become more proactive citizens. Congratulations to them all, and as a reminder, there will be a reception following in the Douglasville Conference Center Ballroom. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Deputy City Manager. I'm gonna take my personal privilege. Everybody come down and squeeze together. We're gonna take a group picture. All the participants, bring your it's graduation season. So we'll have you all come together, and then myself and council members will try to squeeze in as well. What's happening, Sarah? We do the talls and the smalls.
All right, squeeze in so I can get some layers. Well, I just need, all right, Miss Kendrick is gonna be the cutoff. So if I can get Coach Watts, if you wanna come in behind. I can't see, I can't, Hudson or Miller, really. Can you?
Councilwoman Hudson,
Can you move right, that, perfect. And then, Coach Watts, if you want to come in right here, and then Councilman Miller, just a little bit this way. Okay. Coach Watts, if you can take a step this way. Perfect, okay. All right, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. One more, 1, 2, 3. And one more photo, 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
All right, so you all will go to your reception, and we'll be there forthcoming. So now we'll move on. We've finished our announcements and presentations. We'll move on to item number 5, which is approval of the agenda. I'll open the floor for a motion for adoption of the regular meeting agenda for tonight, which is June 1st, 2026. That's item 26-177. Open the floor for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Thank you, Councilman Estes. I have a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilman Caldwell. It's been properly moved in second for the adoption of the regular meeting agenda for tonight, which is June 1st, 2026. Do we have any questions, comments, or concerns from council members? I don't see any. All those in favor of adopting this agenda item, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. 26-177 is unanimously approved. We'll move on now to item 6, which is approval of the minutes. I will open the floor for a motion to approve the minutes of the May 14th, 2026, which is the legislative work session, and minutes of May 18th, 2026, which is a special meeting, and FY 26-27, 2026-2027 budget adoption and regular meeting. That's item 26-178. I'll open the floor for a motion to approve this, please. Thank you, Councilman Watts. Have a motion to approve. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilmember Caldwell. It's been properly moved and second, moved by Coach Watts, Councilman Watson, second by Councilmember Caldwell, to approve item 26-178. Do we have any questions, comments, concerns, or any additions or corrections to the minutes from council? I don't see any. All those in favor of approving this item, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. 26-178 is unanimously approved. We'll move on to item 7, which is the consent agenda. I'll open the floor for a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
So moved.
Thank you, Councilman Estes. Have a motion to approve. May I have a second, please? Thank you, Councilmember Watts. It's been properly moved in second to approve the consent agenda. Do we have any questions, comments, concerns? Anyone want to pull anything out of the consent agenda from council? Not seeing any. All those in favor of approving the consent agenda, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The consent agenda is approved. Now, items 8 through 19, we don't have any business. And so I will not call the committee chairpersons for Economic Development Committee, Finance Committee, Housing and Community Affairs, Legislative and Intergovernmental Committees, Personnel Organization Committees, Planning and Development Committees, Public Improvement and Beautification Committee, Public Relations Committee, Public Safety Committees, Recreation, Culture and Tourism, Technology Committee, and Transportation Committee. We do not have any business under those items, since we did have a consent agenda when some of those items were brought forth at the work session. So we'll move on now to item 20, which is other business. Do we have any other business to come before council tonight from the elected officials? I don't see any. We do have a concert Tomorrow was Wednesday wind down, isn't it, Wednesday? Councilman Davis?
Yep, starts about 5.
Who's the person?
Indio Act and Lolly Way.
Are they good? We had them before.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try to come. Hopefully it won't rain.
Okay.
Okay, very good. And then on Saturday, the concert for Gregory Porter will be at the amphitheater. He's a jazz artist, so that is at the Douglasville Town Green and Greystone Amphitheater. So that's what's happening this weekend. Tomorrow is the farmer's market. So I had some great green beans and tomatoes, so you all go by and support the farmer's market. It starts from 3:30, and I think it's until 6:30 or 7, something like that. So hopefully it doesn't rain, and we can go to the farmer's market. But I think that's all we had, so we'll move on to update. Oh, Councilman Watts, I apologize.
Didn't they just recently elect somebody to be the president of the District 3 or something?
Oh, yeah, me. So thank you, Coach Watts. So District 3 of the Atlanta cities, and so I will be the chair for District 3, which is like the western part of Metro Atlanta. So I'll be installed as the president for District 3 and the president for Legislative Policy Committee, Public Safety for Georgia Municipal Association, representing all 159 cities for public safety. So excited to serve, and thank you all for your confidence and allowing me to be flexible and sometimes running into a meeting, running late, coming somewhere else. So thank you, but it is a blessing to be able to represent the city of Douglasville and the state of Georgia. We just had last Thursday, U.S. Congresswoman Lucy McBath came to the city, and she was interested in public safety. She met with Chief Sparks and myself for Youth Against Violence, and is Senior Citizens Month in the state, and I think in the country. And so she came, and city manager, myself, and Congresswoman McBath went to the seniors, 50 plus, down at the parks at Jesse Davis Park, and they were exercising, doing chair exercises, lifting weights, and they were very active. So it was good to have her here to talk to the seniors as well as meeting with the chief. So thank you, Councilman Watts, for saying that. Anything else? All right, not having anything, we'll move on to updates from our city staff. Our city attorney, Mr. Joel Dotson.
No business, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Attorney Dotson. Staff attorney, Ms. Miranda Jordan.
No business, Madam Mayor, thank you.
You're welcome. Our police department.
No business, Madam Mayor.
Thank you so much. Thanks for coming this evening. Our city manager, Ms. Marcia Frazier.
No business, Madam Mayor.
What? Okay.
Give me all an early night.
I know it. Okay, thank you so much, City Manager. We'll move on then to comments from citizens and delegates. If you sustain the meeting and you'd like to speak to us, yes, ma'am, Miss Cindy, please come forward, give us your name and address for the record, and you have 5 minutes to talk to us about any business germane to the city of Douglasville.
I'm gonna have to come and show you. I have all these citizens asking me, and I don't know the answer. There's been a sign recently put up on Chapel Hill Road near Target.
Okay.
And it shows a truck, has a red circle around it, has a red line through it. And it says over 6 wheels. Now, you can't tell me that a truck can't be on that part of the road.
On Chapel.
That's what it would appear, that sign would show that.
Well,
Is that not
Yeah.
what that shows?
yeah, it does. We'll let police department see our public safety.
I've got all these people asking me. I don't know.
Going to the witness stand.
I know. So she didn't make copies, but we'll let them, what our public safety.
It may have been put up by the county.
Yeah, it could have been the
Put it up, city, put it up,
county.
county, put it up. Why would
'Cause-
you tell a trucker that they couldn't be on that part of the road?
If they're not making a delivery, it may be that they're not supposed to be on that road.
Huh?
It may be that if they're not making a delivery, they're not supposed to be going down that road, like the residential.
But it's all commercial.
Oh, that's right there at Target. I thought you were not across the way.
No, and then at the end of Target to the left is county. So
I'm gonna send
the city manager.
Madam Mayor, if you would like to come over, Ms. Welch, we'll take care of you after the meeting.
Okay, she'll talk to you after the meeting. All right, thank you. We'll have our staff look into it for you. Thank you. Any other comments from citizens and delegates? If we don't have any other business, then this meeting is adjourned. I apologize. Please come forward. Give us your name and address for the record. I'm sorry, I didn't see you.
Oh, was just two others to sign? We have. One more thing, is that all we had to sign?
Yeah, everything was combined in the. Well, yes, ma'am. So please give us your name and address for the record, and you have 5 minutes to talk to us about Lincoln
My
City.
name is Brenda Young Edwards. The address is 3155 Beaver Drive, Douglasville, Georgia, 30135.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I thought it was for business, but this is business, but it's kind of on the criminal side. So basically, I'm new to this area, kind of, you know. I've been around, I guess, since 2024. And I married Jeff Edwards, who's already residing at that address. And since then, it's just been living hell. I mean, we've called the police the sheriffs multiple times, and investigations haven't been carried out to, you know, its proper course or, you know, to the right protocol. And we've spoken to Sheriff 10 Pounds numerous times, and basically he said there's nothing he can really do. And we're at our wits' end, and basically what we're experiencing is numerous break-ins, you know, burglaries, just a lot of ungodly activities, you know, so crude and everything, and, you know, to hold and keep my dignity, I don't even want to mention half the things that's been going on there. But all at the same time, we've spent a lot of money on multiple cameras, and we've taken them back and gotten more, and each and every time they're altered. And even, you know, I have 4 phones right now because of phones. Someone's coming in, you know, around 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and they're getting the phones and hacking them. Brand new phones are getting hot, you know, so now they're looking at me crazy from the phone company. But nevertheless, the whole point of it is that all of this has been going on forever, you know, and we asked the police for a solution, and, you know, even if somebody could even come up in there, you know, and see what's going on, for the simple reason it's froggers. I don't know, nobody's really familiar with that, and there's basically someone living and residing in the house while you're actually in there, you know, and they're, you know, stealing food and my clothes and shoes, just money. I mean, all his gold was stolen. We made a police report about that, and the insurance company ended up dropping us, you know, long story short. But yeah, and the cameras, they're really technical, or, you know, technology, I guess, savvy, to the point where they've altered our cameras, but some kind of way they didn't fix it where, you know, the camera catches them like, you know, 2 and 4 o'clock in the morning, and it says, you know, person detected, but it doesn't get a chance. I mean, it doesn't copy a picture of them or a video, you know. And yeah, we're at our wits' end, and you know, this is my last step, because I know, you know, Douglasville have lots of lucrative, you know, brilliant-minded people. I looked at the council board, I'm like, oh yeah, you know, they can recognize, you know, and, you know, I pride myself in my integrity. I'm also a Christian, so, you know, lying and all of that stuff, you know, that's beneath me. There's no need for all of that. But
Yes, ma'am.
basically, yeah, this is very, very embarrassing, but all at the same time, you know, I'm trying to see what we can do about it moving forward. And he's a Vietnam vet as well, you know, and it seems like, you know, after you get older, people kind of forget about you, you know.
Yes, ma'am.
But I'm a senior myself, and, you know, I would contribute and try and do more about our situation, but I've suffered from a heart attack my own self, so this is not good for my health. He's had a stroke, you know, a couple of strokes, so,
Yes,
you know,
ma'am.
the health-wise, you know, staying up all night, you know, it's unhealthy. So I'm trying to see what we can do moving forward. You know, I was even telling him, maybe we can go to the VA and, you know, get a whole bunch of elderly seniors or something and call it Pops on Deck and feed them, you know, throughout the night and see if they can put their skills, you know, together and actually catch the
Yes, ma'am.
fools, excuse me, that's doing this, yes, so.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Mrs. Edwards. We apologize and we're sorry for your misfortune. It seems like when you started, you said you called the sheriff, so you're new to the city, but you're probably in unincorporated. You're not in the city limits, so you're outside of our jurisdiction, seemingly. But staff will take some information from you after the meeting, and we will connect you with the county and make certain that your information is passed on with the county. It seems like it's a legal issue, and try to figure out what the county can do. We certainly don't mind being a bridge to help you.
I would
with the
really
county.
appreciate that.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Thank you.
It was a pleasure. Thank you for taking the time out to hear me through.
You're
You guys have a
welcome.
blessed one.
God bless you. So our city manager will, if you want to talk to her after the meeting, or she's over here to my right. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Mrs. Edwards. Any other comments from citizens and delegates? If not, we apologize for overlooking. Fire Chief, you have anything, Dr. Allen? All right, thank you so much. Not having any other business, this meeting is adjourned.